Hello cozy book dragons and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Joana and I love to talk about books on this channel, specifically fantasy books, and I do throw in a little bit of romance and or mystery thrillers every once in a while. Some nonfiction, some here and there, just to spice things up, but mainly I read fantasy. And today I'm here to start a cozy reading vlog. So I have decided that I was gonna do more vlogs because I love watching them and I love filming them. Do I love editing them? But I do love reading vlogs, and I decided it's Friday and it's autumn and it's the best season of all, and it is time to start a reading vlog. I've actually begun the reading for this vlog for this cozy weekend a few hours ago, but my camera was dead. I didn't have any battery, so I couldn't really start the intro, but I can show you a little bit about what I've done. I quit work early today because, you know, it's Friday. I wanted to do this vlog. I am in such a reading mood that all I wanted to do was leave work and just come home and read. So I left work. I went to the grocery store because I needed to buy some cat food and I wanted to buy some fall or autumn scented candles, and I got my first pumpkin spice latte of the season, and let me tell you, that bad boy hits in a good way. I loved it. It was so good. I missed this. Like, I hadn't had the opportunity to have one yet, and it is today. It's actually the first day of autumn, so it was the perfect day to have it. It's September 23 and it was the first day of autumn. What a great time to start this vlog, to be honest. So, first pumpkin spice latte of the season, and it was great. I then came home and I went on a walk, and then I just worked out. I did my leg workout, and I'm gonna go shower because I just worked out, and you know, you should shower after you work out. But I did want to come and say that I already finished my first book of the weekend, and that is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. Now, I had initially no interest in this book. This is this actress's memoir, and she was on iCarly, and I didn't watch that show. I didn't really watch a lot of like English TV or American TV, whatever, because I didn't grow up in the UK or in America or any of the, and didn't grow up in an English speaking country. And by the time this was dubbed into either French or German, I was too old and I wasn't watching this. So I didn't even know who she was. Like, if I'd seen her on the street, I would not recognize this woman. But everyone has been reading and loving this, and specifically my good friend Abby over at Abby Salter. She told me that I should read this because there is parts of this actress's life that are reminiscent of my life, and let me tell you, I am so glad, pun intended, that I read this because this was amazing. I do not rate nonfiction books. I do not rate memoirs. But if I were to rate this book, it would be a 5-star. I read it within 24 hours. I could not stop listening to the audiobook. I listened to it as an audiobook. I started it yesterday on my walk. I was going on a walk and I was thinking, I don't really feel like listening to music. I don't really feel like listening to a podcast, but I don't really feel like, I didn't know what I was in the mood for. And I decided to throw on this audiobook and I just couldn't stop listening to it. I listened to it in the car this morning. I listened to it in the car on the way home, which I haven't been doing. I haven't been listening to audiobooks at all on my car rides. I've been listening to music, but I just needed to continue listening to this. It was just amazing. I loved it so much, and I'm so glad I read this. Man, amazing. Now, what else am I reading? I'm reading 2 books still from my SPFBO books that I need to read, which I'm really glad because a bookborn told me that I could still read them in the month of September because I had a very big project at work at the end of August, so it took up my entire August. Like, every day in August I was working over 10 hours almost, and I told her, listen, I have no time to read. And then in the beginning of September I went on holidays. I got back 1 week ago yesterday, but I came back sick, so it took me a bit of time to recoup and recover from being ill. It wasn't the illness that shall not be named, it was just like sore throat, migraines and stuff. But now that I am recovered and back at work and no longer taken up by that huge gigantic project, I have a bit more reading time. So this week I started my last 2 books for the SPFBO video that I need to do, and one being Sweetness and Blessings, which I'd actually started in August, but I'd only read 1 chapter. Granted, that chapter was pretty big, but the one I started like a few days ago is Guardians of Light by Leslie Eldridge. So I'm gonna be finishing that one soon. I have 2.5 hours left according to my Kindle, and with the other one I have a bit over 4 hours I think left. So those are my main reading plans for the weekend, but there's this one book that's been calling my name. There's a lot of books that have been commenting. All I want to read are autumnal books. All I really want to read is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I just like, it's been here, it arrived, and I'm just looking at it every day like, oh, I want to read you so bad. There's so many books I want to be reading. So I just really feel like having a reading weekend. Also, my plans for the weekend are, so now it's Friday. It's 6:30 p.m. roughly. I'm going to go shower. I'm going to go have dinner. Maybe I'll watch an episode of something. Oh my goodness. Speaking of watching something, House of the Dragon. My obsession with the World of Ice and Fire is back on. It's like, I missed this so much. I missed watching an episode of Game of Thrones, or in this case, House of the Dragon, and then going and watching everyone's videos and like discussing what happened in the episode, theories and just analysis and the memes and everything, and everyone being so freaking hyped about this show. I'm just so happy. I'm living my best life with House of the Dragon being back on. I saw someone say online, like, I wonder what's problematic thing Daemon Targaryen is going to do today that I'm going to defend. And I'm like, bitch, that's me. I love Daemon Targaryen so much. I love Rhaenyra. I'm a bit nervous about the time jump, not going to lie. But I fully trust them. Like, with these first 5 episodes, I trust them so freaking much. Like, I was so excited. House of the Dragon. Okay. Why am I talking about House of the... Oh yeah, because I told you I was going to watch something. I don't know what I'm going to watch because I have a few shows I want to watch. But because I want to read so much, I don't really want to watch something that's going to get me sucked in. So if I start a new show... starting a new show is like starting a new book sometimes, or a new book series. I feel a bit overwhelmed with it. I have a few series that I have, or like shows that I have ongoing. But I don't really want to continue with This Is Us right now because that's a show that when I started, I can't stop. So maybe I'll watch an episode of Gilmore Girls because I'm on my rewatch and I know that show by heart. And yeah, or I could watch Rings of Power, but I feel like that's gonna be something that I maybe want to binge. I don't know. Point is, tonight is just cozy night, reading night, hanging out night with Starkey and the books and all the things. Tomorrow is Saturday, obviously, and I'm meeting a friend for coffee in Luxembourg City at 2:30 p.m. and then I'm gonna come back home because I'm going for dinner with another friend at her place. She lives close to where I live, so I need to come back home and then go to her place for dinner at 8:30 p.m. So tomorrow is a bit of a social day. Then Sunday I'm hosting reading sprints with normally Abby and Sophia, maybe someone else. I'm not sure yet. I need to message a few other people to see if they want to jump on the reading sprints. And I'm calling with one of my best friends as well. So it's going to be a very social weekend, a very book heavy, hopefully, weekend. And let's just go, you know? Like, I don't know, this intro is very, very long. I'm here in my sweaty workout outfit. So let's go shower. Let's go eat dinner. Let's go have a grand old reading time. And I'll see you later. Morning, everyone. It is Saturday. It is 11 a.m. and I just got myself out of bed, but I have been awake for a long time because I'm happy to report that I finished Guardians of Light this morning. I read a bunch last night and then I kept on falling asleep. I fell asleep at 9. I slept for an hour on the couch. I had like my glasses imprinted on my face. It was a lovely view. And then I took myself to bed because then I was awake. I took myself to bed and then I read a bit more and then I fell asleep again with half an hour left of my book. So this morning I woke up at 9 and I just made myself a cup of tea, as you saw, and I read and I finished the book. I will not talk about it too much here because I'm going to be doing the reviews like I did for my first round of SPFBO. I liked this one. It wasn't my favorite of the books I've read, but it was... The thing that's frustrating me about this book is that it was written in 2015 and it's a freaking huge cliffhanger at the end, and like there has been no other book in the series. So it's kind of frustrating that way. This book is perfect for people who like travel fantasy and stuff like that. Moving on, I am now, so it is 11. I need to take the train at 1:45 to meet my friend in town at 2:30. Which means I need to leave my house roughly at 1:30. Anyway, I have 1.5 hours until I need to go. I want to have breakfast because I'm hungry. I need to shower. I wanted to go on a walk. The thing is, I wanted my hair to dry inside so that I don't get cold. So I'm thinking I'm going to do my walk after meeting my friend. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Or maybe I'm even going to incorporate, like instead of taking the tram down back to the... You know what? I'm just thinking of ways that I can incorporate walking. The thing is I don't want to carry my big headphones because they're so big. Decisions. Anyways, I am now going to continue reading Sweetness and Blessings, which is my last book for my SPFBO books. I am going to see how I go with that one. I'm letting myself DNF this one if I don't like or love it, because I've only DNF'd one so far, and that was pretty far into the book. So if I don't love it, I'm gonna DNF it because there's no point in forcing myself. Anyway, I have my winner, I think, so we're good. And then I'm thinking, for my walks and stuff like that, because I really loved listening to audiobooks on walks again, like with the memoir. Now I don't know if it was the memoir that I really loved listening to. So maybe if I realize that it's memoirs, I need to find memoirs or nonfiction. But I'm thinking about reading Legends and Lattes on audiobook. It's a very short audiobook. I am really interested in it. It feels like the perfect book for the fall season because it's about an orc who's opening a cafe in a town where nobody knows what coffee is, and it just sounds like the coziest read for fall, and I am so ready for this. This book has been hyped by so many people, and the audiobook is on script. I've downloaded it, so I am going to be listening to this on my walks, and I'm very excited. And then once I'm done with my SPFBO book, the next book I want to start is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I just can't wait anymore. I've been waiting to start that book. I think I'm gonna love this book so freaking much. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna love it. There's no way. Anyway, enough babbling. I'm gonna go make breakfast. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go shower, and then I'm gonna read. And you know what? I'll show you everything I'm doing. See you later. Update location you didn't know you needed. my kitchen. Okay, I hope it isn't too echoey. I hope you, Mr. Mike, are doing your job. So it is now 1:20 p.m. I'm about to leave to go meet my friend. I have clearly showered. I feel like a new human, to be honest. So I went on my walk, as you saw. It was lovely. My legs are killing me from my leg workout yesterday. So I'm really happy that I took it slow, went on my walk anyway, because I didn't think I would have time to do my arm workout, which I was correct about. So I did go and do a little walk just to get in the fresh air. I really want to take advantage of like the crisp fall weather before it starts raining and being just dark and disgusting all the time. So I'm doing as many walks as I possibly can before the winter weather sets in and not the nice autumn weather. I started reading Legends and Lattes, as I showed you, and I am, I think, 13% into it. I am 20% into this book, actually, almost a quarter of the way in, and I just think this is so cute. This was a good choice. So basically this is the story of Viv, and she is an orc, and she used to go into fights and battles and all that stuff, and then she decides to retire, and all she wants to do is to open a cafe. However, where she is opening her cafe, nobody even knows what coffee is, and so it's hilarious because she has this person helping her to create the cafe, because she bought some old stables, if I'm not mistaken, and so she's working on that. And then he's like, so it's bean water that you sift through ladies' pantyhose, and people are supposed to drink this and like it? Like, it's so, I don't know, it's just so cute, and it's just wholesome. Wholesome is actually the word I'm looking for. It's wholesome. I am having a great time listening to it. The narrator is the author of the book, which I'm really liking. He has a very good narration voice as well. So all is good. So now, on my way there, I'm going to be continuing reading Sweetness and Blessings on the Train, which is my last SPFBO book. I am going to see how I feel about this one. If I, like I said, and end up not really loving it. I read the first chapter, and it deals a lot with abuse in a marriage and stuff, and so it's really hard to read, which is why I actually ended up putting it down the first time. I read the first chapter and I was like, okay, I'm not ready for abuse. So I had put it down, and we'll see how hard it is to read. If it is too hard to read, I won't continue on. We'll see. So I'm gonna read this on the train and then see how I feel by the time I get back. If I want to finish it, I will finish it this weekend. If I don't, then I'm gonna focus on Legends and Lattes while I do some cleaning this weekend. Like I said, tonight I'm going out with a friend, but then tomorrow I'm going to do some cleaning, and then I have reading sprints tomorrow. And if I don't feel like continuing on with Sweetness and Blessings, I'm either going to start Babel, like I told you, or Shadows of Self. Abby just started Shadows of Self, and we're buddy reading it. So technically, I'm thinking maybe I should just start Shadows of Self too. And it's a very short book, but also I'm like, but Babel has been calling my name. But I was talking to Abby just now, and she said like, Babel reads a bit slower, and it maybe wants to be read slowly, and I'm like, nah, that's true, maybe. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do a little bit of Babel, a little bit of Shadows. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? 'Tis a mystery to you and to myself. Right now, I am ready to go. It was a struggle to find out what to wear because I feel like it's cold. So, okay, to put you in concept, I got back from my summer vacation 1 week ago. I had 30 degrees, which is Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'll put it on the screen. I had 30-degree weather last week. I have tanned. It was sun, sweating, just like summer, you know? And then I come back and it's freezing cold. And I'm like, well, maybe for some people who have been here the past 2 weeks, this is not really cold to them, but to me, this is freezing. So I didn't know what to wear. It was like, do I wear something light and then I throw on a jacket? Do I wear something warm? Because it's like, it's a struggle. So I went for something light with a jacket and a scarf because I think that that's good, right? Like that should be good enough, versatile enough for this weather. Anyway, enough rambling. You don't care what I'm wearing. I don't care what I'm wearing. I don't care that I'm dressed. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go now, catch the train, which is in 20 minutes. So I still have a little bit of time before I need to go. Anyways, I will show you everything that happens. And now enough rambling. Let's go. Hello, it is much later in this day of Saturday. I just got home from hanging out with my friend, and actually it was really, really lovely. So like I told you, I was a bit nervous because I had just met her through work, and then this was our first time hanging out together, and it was actually really nice. I had a very good time with her, and I did do a bit of shopping, so I wanted to share some of what I got with you. First things first, I went to Lush, and I wanted to see what they had that was seasonal, and the thing I got was Sparkly Pumpkin, which is a slime shower thing. I don't really know what this, like, it is just shower gel, but it's slimy, and it was the only thing that really smelled nice, or that I enjoyed for the fall season. So I got this. I'm excited to try it out. It smells like pumpkin, I guess, but he says something about limes and pumpkins and something else. So excited to try this out in the shower. After going to Lush, I had a pit stop at a store called Hema, which is a Dutch store that we also have here in Luxembourg, and I was on the hunt for some cheap fall decor and my favorite Dutch snacks that only happen in the fall. First of all, I got these butter syrup waffles, which are not a fall item. These are just a year-round item, but I was so freaking hungry that I had to eat one on the train, and I thought these are delicious with some tea. So this was my first item of business. I went for my favorite Dutch snacks, which are these things called kruidnoten, and you get them at this time of year. They're like, I don't even know what they're called, but these are the chocolate covered ones. I got some truffle covered ones and some caramel sea salt ones. These are so good with tea. Oh, I love these so much, and these only come out in the fall. Well, I mean, now Dutch people are complaining because these are out in the summer already, and they're only supposed to be like for December, but I mean, the sooner these come out, the better, because I freaking love these things. I also got some washi tape because it's really inexpensive there, and I really like these colors for my like autumnal bullet journals. I really like these. I thought, why not? These are cheap, and I like their washi tapes. I was also on the lookout for a new pouch to put my annotation things in, so I got this one, which it's quite summery, but I like it a lot. It has two zippers, which I can put my tabs on one side and my pens on the other, and this is big enough to carry all the stuff I need to carry, but not so big that it will take up a ton of space in my backpack. So I can have my journaling, my annotation, everything in here for when I am reading on the go or just planning on the go. And then I did find some fall decors. First of all, I got this mug, which, do I need another mug? No, but I mean, look at it. It's this pumpkin mug. I thought this was just so cute, and I don't know. They had it in like purple as well, but I mean, Halloween colors, am I right? Then I got this thing, which is a skull, but you can put a candle here in the back, and I just thought this was really pretty. It was white and gold, and I'm gonna decorate my hallway with you this weekend because I've put out a few decorations that are autumnal in the living room, but I haven't really done the rest of the house. I don't really feel like doing the whole house, I feel like. I don't know why. I feel like when it comes to decorating, I'm like, in an apartment it's worth it because you can get an overview of everything. And so it makes sense, but in a house, I'm like, I don't know. It's really stupid and weird, but yeah. I am gonna do my entryway with this because I thought it was really cute, and to go along with it, I got two pumpkins. First of all, I got this pumpkin. It has a lid, so it's like I guess you could use it as a cookie jar as well. I love it. It's white with also these gold specks on it, and yeah, I just really, really like this. I thought it was super pretty. And honestly, really inexpensive, so I got this. I thought, yeah, this is perfect with this for my entry. But also, I couldn't leave this little guy behind. It is the same as the big one. It is just that it's orange. And I'm gonna put my keys in here because I have something for my keys, but I'm gonna remove it from the hallway to put this instead. So these are the few items I got. Now it is roughly 6 o'clock, I think. So I am just going to maybe already decorate my entryway, maybe make myself a cup of tea. I don't know, because I'm having dinner in 2 hours, so I shouldn't be snacking, but I'm hungry. But I want to eat something small to tide me over, but I don't want to eat so much that I won't be hungry from when I see my friend. Anyway, maybe I'll be eating soon, a little something, maybe decorating my hall, maybe reading. Oh, reading. I wanted to update you. I have continued reading Sweetness and Blessings, and I'm actually really liking it. It's really hard to see the abuse and how our main character thinks that she's dumb and stupid and worthless and useless and all that stuff. But I'm interested in seeing how the author is gonna handle the character development in this one. So I am roughly like 25% of the way into it now, maybe anywhere between 25 and 30% of the way into it. I have roughly 4 hours left, so I'm going to be continuing that and finishing that this weekend as well. So it's been a great reading weekend. I finished 2 books already. I'm hoping to finish at least 2 more. And I realized that I'm still reading Sidetracked, which is the second book in the Mindfucked series. And I read the first one on the beach in one afternoon, and I really liked it. And then I immediately downloaded this one on Kindle Unlimited, and it's a serial killer romance. I mean, yeah, I still have that one. So if I have time to finish that, maybe I will. Then I will have finished 5 books this weekend. Oh my goodness, who am I? I don't know, but right now, all I know is that I'm gonna go ahead and decorate and put all the stuff away. Maybe have a tea, I don't know, but I'm gonna let you go. And we'll see you later. I'm filming this on my phone, but I made it sound like there was some big decorating happening. All I did was I put this rug here because I had a green one here, which is in the wash, so I put this white one here. And then I did this. I put my 2 pumpkins right here, like I said. I put keys and stuff like that in here, and a lighter to light my candles. So the 2 pumpkins are here. Then we move on and we have the candle I bought yesterday, which is an apple cinnamon candle, but I think like this it's prettier. I have here for a little small candle, and then we have my cat, which is out year round except for Christmas, and the thing I bought. So this is what I've done. I like to keep it simple. I like touches of decor. I don't like overwhelming. So yeah, this is it. Good morning, everybody, and by morning I mean good afternoon. It is almost afternoon. It is literally noon in 8 minutes. So make of that, it's technically still morning, so good morning. So my plans went down the drain because I had this grand plan. I had this grand plan of waking up at 8 this morning and then throwing on my headphones. Like I know I would be a little bit in bed, you know, just like waking up and stuff, like be out of bed and like ready to rumble at like 9 or so, 8:30, put on my headphones, finish Legends and Lattes, but I did some cleanup and like some chores around the house, and it would be like roughly 11:30, like this time, and then I would go shower and exercise and then shower, have a lunch, and then sit down, crack open my book until 1, where I was supposed to have a call with a friend, and then have my reading sprints. None of that happened because yesterday I went to my friend's house for dinner, and at 1:30 a.m. she was like, "So you want to go home or you want to go out?" And I was like, "Do you know a place around here?" Because I have lived up until yesterday in the illusion that in the town where I live, it's like dead town and nothing happens here. And I was like, "You know a place around here where we can go?" And she was like, yeah. And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll follow you. Why the hell not, you know?" I got home like past 6 a.m. Like the sun was starting to wake up when I went to bed. It was like past 6. I was quite drunk. I'm quite hungover today. And I actually left my car at her place. So now I need to walk to her place. That's my exercise. Walk to her place and get my car, which is not bad. It's like a 40-minute walk, which is the walk I do anyway every day. I walk minimum 40 minutes every day. So thought, I might as well. So I'm going to go pick up my car at her place. And then bring my car back home. And while I do that, I'm going to listen to Starkey and give his opinion. Yeah, you think it's a good idea? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go. He's so cute. So I'm gonna go pick up my car now. I'm gonna walk 40 minutes there. Then I'm gonna come home, and then it's gonna be almost 1, which I told my friend I cannot call her because I suspected I was gonna wake up at noon, but my body was like, bish. You treated me like shit yesterday, huh? Now you're gonna pay. So here we are. This is me paying. I was awake at like 10, and I was like, nah, I refuse to have 4 hours of sleep. No, I think I was awake at like roughly 9, I think, and I was like, why are you doing this to me? I stayed in bed until 10 something, and then I prepared the live show and scheduled all of that. So yeah, it's gonna be a rough day, but since I brought this on myself, I'm not complaining. It was really fun though. Like we danced a lot, and yeah, it was just a ton of fun. It really felt like being in Portugal with the types of music they were playing and the types of people that were there, because it was a lot of Portuguese and Brazilian people and like people who speak Portuguese. So I felt right at home. And there was this guy that we met, and he was here from Germany, and he was like, I feel like I'm in Portugal. And I was like, yeah, literally, it does feel like that. So enough blabbering. I'm gonna go pick up my car. I have a few chores to do around here. And then I'm gonna finish Legends and Lattes hopefully. And then here's the thing. This is also why I wanted to do this update, because a part of me really wants to start a new book. I want to finish Legends and Lattes, and I want to finish my Spiffbo book. I have 3 hours left in my Spiffbo book, I think, something like that. 3.5 hours, something like that. The thing is, I could finish it during the sprints. Yes. Should I do that? Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what I should be doing. But I miss, because I've been reading only digital books, like audiobooks or ebooks, and I'm like, I really miss flipping the pages of books right now. Like that's what I'm in the mood for. I'm in the mood to annotate, to like touch the paper, to smell the book, even if it's an immersion read. That's what I'm in the mood for. But I should finish everything I have ongoing. I have my SPFPO book ongoing, I have Legends and Lattes, and I have Sidetracked by ST Abby ongoing. So I know it's a lot of books. What do you think I should do? Nothing. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see where the day takes us. I need to go and get the stay a cracking. I did already get it cracking because I already showered, because my hair still smells like an ashtray, but I spritzed some pumpkin spice on it. Pumpkin spice and everything nice, right? May have to wash it tonight because I'm changing my bedding and I refuse to ashtray my bed, you know, because I'm not a smoker. So going to bed with this smell, for me, it's very noticeable. So where was I going with this? Oh, that I was already a bit, like, I already showered. I already scheduled my cozy reading sprints. I already did some stuff today, but now I need to get a roll in. So, without further blabbing on, I'm gonna go. Friends, it is terrible lighting time and it is 8 p.m. on Sunday, and I wanted to give you a quick update on my reading because some reading has happened since I last spoke to you. Not as much as I thought and or hoped, but you know, we move. So, Legends and Lattes. I have listened to a little bit of it, not much. I think I'm 40% of the way into it. I ended up doing that walk to go get my car, like I told you. But I ended up listening to music. I was still hungover and I could not, I just didn't want to focus on an audiobook, to be honest. And I didn't really know the way there that well, so I needed to focus a little bit. So it's like, you know what, it's not audiobook time, it's music time. So I listened to music, which was great. I got my car and it was all good. So I didn't continue much in that, but I'm still absolutely loving it. It's so cute, and I will continue it. I will finish it, of course, just not right now. As you saw, I then went on some reading sprints here on my channel with Vish and Abby and Sophia and Sam, and it was lovely. Thank you for everyone who joined. The sprints are still on the channel if you want to just follow some reading sprints at some point. And in those reading sprints, I started my reread of Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson. This is the second book in the second era of Mistborn. So if you don't know, Mistborn has multiple eras, era 1, era 2, there will be an era 3 and era 4. Era 2 is going to be completed in November with the publication of the fourth book, The Lost Metal. And this is a reread for me because I wanted to prepare for The Lost Metal. I have never read Bands of Morning, so this is my last reread, and then Bands of Morning will be brand new for me, and then The Lost Metal in November. I managed to read the first 108 pages of this. In the first sprints, I actually had to take a nap because I was so freaking exhausted. And I read the prologue and the first chapter, and I kept on nodding off and falling asleep. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to cut the camera and take a 20-minute power nap, which was glorious because then I was able to read 108 pages in the reading sprints. And I am, as with evidenced by all my tabs, which you can't really see. There you go. As proved by all these tabs, I am absolutely loving my reread of this. It's just so fun to be back in this world. I love the Mistborn world. I love Mistborn Era 1. It's my favorite trilogy of all time. The Final Empire is my favorite book of all time. And I love being back. I love seeing this. This is great. I am actually going to switch this into my main priority right now because I just want to finish it. The audiobook is not very long. This is fun. This is exactly what I need when I am not in the mood for something super thoughtful and when I don't feel like focusing a lot. This kind of book is amazing, and it's a reread on top of everything. So loving it. So glad I picked this one up. And then as for my Kindle, I am still reading Sweetness and Blessings. And actually during the live show, after the live show, the girls and I sit on and we were talking a little bit, and I've ultimately, I think, decided to DNF this one. And not because I don't love it. Not because it's not, so you would think that there would be other books in my SPFBO books that I should have DNF'd compared to this one, because this one I was actually liking, but it deals a lot with abuse in a marriage. It's very well done, but it's too well done, and it's a little bit triggering, and it's a little bit too much for me. So I think I'm gonna DNF this one, just because of that. I think this one could have been one that I liked. I don't think it would have been my winner anyways. So I was pushing through because maybe this could be my winner, but then I was like, no, I think not. So anyway, I'm going to DNF it. I'm 40% into it, I think, or something like that. So I'm going to stop here. I think it would have been a 3-star rating or something like that. 3, maybe 3.5 or 2.5, depending on where it went. So yeah, ultimately, I'm going to DNF this one. And that means I finished another book. So I still have a few books ongoing. I'm still going to read. I'm going to watch a little bit of YouTube now just because I feel like it. And then I'm going to read a bit more of Shadows of Self. And then I will head to bed at some point. I will probably close out this vlog tomorrow morning. And then I have actually been toying with the idea of weekly reading vlogs because... See, I love them. They're my favorites. I just love reading vlogs in general and weekly reading vlogs as well. Thing is, I don't do much. I just work. And sometimes I don't even read that much during the week. So we'll see. We'll see if I do it. We'll see if I don't. If not, I'll stick to weekend reading vlog when I'm not crazy busy on the weekends. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. And that's it. Hello. It is Tuesday, actually. I wanted to film the closing clip for this vlog yesterday, and then I just didn't get around to it because yesterday was a very busy day. I worked, and then I had to clean my house, and then I had my life coach, and then I had House with the Dragon, which was amazing. But I did want to close out this vlog and tell you that on Sunday I still made it to page 188, or end of chapter 11 of Shadows of Self. I am just, loving it, of course. This is just great. It's just great to be back. This is my reread. I think I've told you everything about it. It's been 2 days for me since I've talked to you about this, but yeah, very happy that I'm back in this world. Very excited to be reading this. And just to wrap up a little bit of what I read, if I even remember, I know I finished I'm glad my mom died during this vlog, and I loved it. If I were rating nonfiction, I would give this 5 stars because I just thought it was so good. I love this audiobook. Amazing, incredible, highly recommend. Then I ended up finishing Guardians of Light, which I also really enjoyed. I think I gave this one 3.5 stars, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of my favorite SPFPO books, but yeah, I will have a full review on that. I ended up DNFing Sweetness and Blessings, which was the second SPFPO book that I had going. I started Legends and Lattes, which I still haven't finished, and I started Shadows of Self, which I'm not finished with yet either. But I think that's it. Did I read something else in this vlog? Anyway, that is going to be it from me today. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you're still here, leave some fall leaves in the comment, or a dragon emoji, of course, because dragons are always good, especially with House of the Dragon being on. I'm so excited. I'm just loving the show so much. If you're Team Green, I'm sorry, but we can no longer be friends unless they make me switch. But I think that at this point, I will defend anything that Rhaenyra and Daemon do. Like, I love them. I love them. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these books and what you think of them. And like I said, if you just want to leave an emoji, leave either the fall leaves or the dragon emoji. And until next time, happy reading. Bye, guys.